Stanley, John, and Mike back here as we look at the Big Ten bowl games. There are 7 of them on the slate. The first one starts December 27th. That's the Texas Bowl, Syracuse and Minnesota. The last one, January 3rd, Clemson, OSU in the Orange Bowl. But the bottom 3 are where we're going to focus now because that's meetings of top 20 ranked team versus top 20 ranked team. So we're going to break down those games. Obviously, we'll get to the other bowl games. We do BTN Live 5 nights a week for the next 3 weeks. There'll be plenty of discussion on all of those games. But just since we're still in a couple days since they were announced, let's just go treetops on this discussion and start with the Rose Bowl. What are your first thoughts on the Spartans against the Cardinal?
Well, I like the matchup because it's going to not necessarily be strength against strength, and this is where you're going to have to see different parts of the Michigan State offense and defense step up. When you look at the Stanford team, their offensive line is one of the top 2 in the country, and they're going to really bring it. If you watch that Oregon game, they can run the ball with the best of anybody, and it's going to really pressure that front 7 of Michigan State, which they've been good, but I want to see them against a very good rushing attack. And then offensively, when you take a look at Michigan State, they're going to have to be able to pass the ball better because, again, Stanford is very good up front, one of the better defensive lines in the country, and they can put pressure with just those 4 rushers. They can stop the run game. Connor Cook is really going to have to step up again and show this Big Ten championship game wasn't a one-hit wonder.
Right. Well, this is a trenches game. Right. This starts at the line of scrimmage. Mm-hmm. I think Michigan State, I think they're looking forward to this matchup. The way Stanford runs their offense, downhill, in between the tackles, I think they have to be licking their chops. But you mentioned it. If the offensive line of Michigan State plays well enough to allow Connor Cook to have another successful game, that's the key to this matchup. As he goes, this team will go. Yeah, and I think we learned that against Ohio State. He's the key to it.
We did, and not only that, but the rushing attack. You know, Langford has taken a lot of pressure off of Connor Cook in that passing game by having, I think it's 8 games in a row now he's had over 100 yards.
It's a Spartan record.
It is, and so when you have the ability to hand that ball off and gain yards and know that you're going to gain some yards and get into 2nd and 7, 3rd and 4, 3, it takes a lot of pressure off that quarterback. So they're going to have to get both phases going, and Langford's going to have another game like he's had the last 8 weeks and gain yards on the ground.
The thought is that this will be a low-scoring game because both of these defenses hold their opponents to less than 20 points a game, which I believe was a situation last year in the Rose Bowl. And sure enough, the final score was 20-14, and that time Stanford came out on top.